Hello everybody, this is Stephanie. Awkward, I don't know how to start this, but anyway, I'm going to show you today how to take care of squash vine borers. Squash vine borers are very pesky little pests that will destroy your garden and all of your hard work. So, you can see how some of these vines are damaged right here. This one's obviously, the rest of them look okay right now, but we'll look out. So anyway, you can tell that you have squash vine borers because you'll start to see the wilting. The plant will start to look like it's dying. And then if you come here closer, you can see the telltale signs are these little, the sun is very bright, but you can see where the damage is occurring. That's where the caterpillars go into the vine and wiggle their way up and eat from the inside, and that's why it dies. Because they live on the inside of the vine, they are very difficult to get to with pesticides. If you just spray the outside of the vine, that's not going to do anything except for get rid of eggs and the moths. But once they're in the vines, you have to attack internally. So what we're going to do here, I have a big syringe mixed up with some neem oil and water, just a very concentrated mix, about this much neem oil, that much water, very exact and scientific. I've also heard BT is recommended for this. I haven't been able to find that locally yet, but the neem oil has been working okay. Now this vine here is already pretty far gone. He's pretty bad shape, so I am not sure if it'll be able to recover, but you'd be surprised at how hardy these things can be. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna just go ahead and try it and hope for the best. We're gonna stick our syringe into the areas where there's damage. Oh, this is difficult. And we're gonna inject. And we're just gonna do that all down the vine. You'll see there's more. So you just follow the whole vine and you can see how far they've gotten, how far they've affected. Oh, that's just broken. Yep, there's a hole right here. So these guys have gotten, yep, see there's one of those gross sandy holes right there. So they're pretty much all the way down this vine. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, inject the whole vine. Every few inches, I'm just going to pop a new hole and inject the vine internally. If you spray on the other side, you've gone too far. You want to get it on the inside of the vine. The vine will be hollow wherever the caterpillar damage is, and the spots where they haven't damaged, it won't be hollow, so you might encounter some resistance, but just keep poking around in there, and then I will be back when I'm done with that. Okay, so I just injected all along the vine wherever I saw damage from the vine borers. The next step that we're going to do is going to be burying the vine with whatever kind of substrate you want, mud, mulch, straw, whatever. We just want to bury the vine, any spots that are affected. That'll allow the vine as much chance as possible to recover. It'll be able to grow roots down in the ground if it's not too far gone already. So go ahead and do that and we'll be back. Okay, so I just covered all of the affected spots along the vine with some hay. I'm going to give it a nice water here in a minute, and then we'll check back in a couple of days and we'll know for sure if this part of the vine is going to make it or not. Sometimes though, as soon as the next day, if you go down to the tip of the vine, see right here it's yellowing and struggling a little bit. Doesn't show quite as good on the camera. You can see the yellowing on the vine down here. It still doesn't look too wilted right here because it still has a little bit of a water supply along the vine, the undamaged portions of the vine where it's rooted already, but you can see that it's got the yellowing right here, and it it just isn't looking too healthy. So by tomorrow, we might see this starting to look a little bit better, but we'll know for sure in a couple of days whether or not this one here is going to make it. And then I'm just going to repeat the process with any vines in here that are wilting. So that's going to take a little bit. If you don't stay on top of it though, then the vine borers will take over very quickly and you will lose your entire crop sometimes. So anyway, that's how I take care of vine borers. We'll check back in a couple days. Okay, so it's been a few days. It's kind of hard to tell judging based on these leaves because they've been stomped on, so they're kind of in bad shape. But if we come down here to the end of the vine, we can see here it is no longer yellow. It looks perfectly healthy. So looks like we were successful and this vine should recover just fine. So anyway, that is how you take care of squash vine borers. Big old pumpkin right there. Anyway, talk to you guys later.